Am I on? Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in again to our video series on dressing your body type. We have covered hourglass shape, we've covered pear shape, and this week we are going to cover rectangle shape with my good friend Natalie. Natalie is a teacher, a mom, and a 40-something beauty that's constantly trying all the time. And I want to showcase not only her style, but her shape, because I feel like she really, really balances it out well. So thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
It's like putting everybody on the spot.
Anything for you.
I love you. Okay, so really quickly, we've been giving a couple of minutes for people to jump on in prior weeks, but we realized that that's kind of just like killing time at the beginning, and a lot of people are using this on the recorded version. So we're just going to jump right in, and if you have questions, shoot them up in the comments. If you want to follow these posts so that you can be notified of future Facebook Lives on the same subject, go ahead and hit the follow button down below, and then we'll just go ahead and get started. So talking about the rectangular body shape, what I love about it the most, and what I think most people that have this shape just don't realize, is that you can truly wear anything. Whereas when you're working with proportions like a pear-shaped body where you have fullness that you're trying to work with on a top or bottom or whatever, and then hourglass being the same way, you are limited because you're working with that, whereas you're trying to create that, so you can kind of create these optical illusions, which gives you just a whole plethora of amazing things to wear. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover tops, bottoms, dresses, accessories, completer pieces, which if you follow me, you probably know what a completer piece is. If you do not, to me, a completer piece is a jacket. It's something to finish off the outfit, okay? So in all my services, I talk about the instant outfit formula. It's a way that I teach people to organize their closet, and then also with that, pull outfits, so it's very, very easy to do. And completer pieces as part of that. So we'll touch on that, but if you see me looking above you, it's because I'm checking my notes because I don't want to leave anything out. Natalie knows, and most people on here probably know, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain, so but I want to make sure I get you all the details and all the really good content, so I'm going to check those so I'm not like staring off into space. I'm actually doing something. Okay, so to decide whether or not you are or aren't a rectangular figure, well, before I get started, what I want you guys to know first, because I didn't mention this at the end last week, everybody's body is different. There's so many different versions of a rectangular body. There's so many different versions of an hourglass shape. Like
I'm the mom over age version of a rectangle.
But you aren't the super round version of a rectangular, or the very, very slender, long, lanky version.
No.
So no.
But I want to be.
But I am. But some people really have trouble figuring out what shape they're in because they feel like, well, if I'm a rectangle, meaning your shoulders, your waist, and your hips are all pretty much a straight line down, okay? So as opposed to the pear shape where you're narrower up top, and then you've got a defined waist, and then you've got fuller hips, and then the hourglass where your shoulders are the same width, your waistline goes in, and then your hips come back out. Here, you're just the same size all the way down. So that's if you're wondering kind of where you fall because you might see, oh, I'm smaller or I'm bigger, it doesn't really matter. It's about the width here. That's what we're talking about. We're not really talking about circumference, if you will. So if you are wondering if you're a rectangular shape or you think you might be kind of teetering on the lines of one of the other shapes, you can also most definitely be like a hybrid of both. Okay, so what you want to make sure of is that things are evenly distributed. So if you are dressing close to the body on top, then I want you to go with like a fuller pant. If you are going with something that's really close to the body on the bottom, like say leggings or skinny jeans or something, then you can go really flowy with your top, kind of like you've done today. You've gone straight leg, and then you've got your flowy going on top. So it's kind of one or the other. That's how you want to kind of play with that proportion.
Right.
The goal is to keep one of them emphasized, okay? So because I said you could wear anything, I want you to focus on the features that you really want to showcase. So if you were asking me, it would be your beautiful eyes, that smile in your hair, okay? So I want you
She's so nice.
I want you to draw the eye up. Now, if you were a really busty person, some people like showcase the busty. Deep cleavage, the hang that we've all seen and not wanted to see. But if you also like love your legs and you want to play up your legs, you have that option too. Or maybe you really, work on your arms and you really want to showcase your shoulders and your décolleté and things like that. So you have options. So really it's more about picking pieces that accentuate your favorite part of your body. Okay? So
Okay.
I would say draw the eye up.
Yeah.
Okay? And then work with everything. I love Natalie. One of the things I noticed about Natalie more than anything is her use of patterns and prints. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because when I do like
Thank
corporate coaching, it's things can get very stuffy.
Yeah.
When people are still insisting on pantyhose, I'm like, people will quit their job.
Yeah.
So playing with prints, keeping it fun, keeping it light, but also super professional is key. And that's what I think you do really, really well. So we'll hit back into that when we're talking about specific items. But
I'm, if nothing,
wanted to know that.
but a professional.
a dire professional. New to the district. I'm
Yeah,
so
that's
excited
right.
about that. Okay, so I just want to make sure I hit everything that I said. Did that. Okay, so great shirts for the rectangular body shape are going to be a few things. Round necklines, okay, which you've got going on here.
Mhm.
Round
Love
necklines
that.
are good. And like this is a great example because these are like leather skinny leggings.
Ooh, I like those.
Aren't they fun? They're not really leather.
Who cares?
You won't have like a Ross moment in the bathroom
That's
where you
fine.
can't get them back up. You know what I mean? But if these fit really, really close to the body, they're going to give you a nice wide waistband, so you're going to feel comfortable being able to kind of
Mhm.
showcase it, but not showcase it.
Mhm.
And then you put a boxy kind of top on,
I love that.
and it just balances it out just perfectly. And you can go with heels on something like this.
Cute.
Yeah, I'll try to mention. I realized last week I didn't really mention for each pant style like kind of what shoes to wear. So I'm
Right.
gonna try to. If you see me missing that, point it out.
I'll ask.
Okay, so other shirts that work. Like I said before, if you want to showcase your shoulders and décolleté, then strapless is great, right? Because you're drawing the eye up.
Right.
You using that width, but then you're kind of creating some fullness through here, so
Right.
then you can go skinny on the bottom,
Got
and
it.
this will be a really fun flowy. But I
I love
love how
this.
this drapes. And I had a little trick.
That's cute.
It's in one of my other shirts. I have for a trick for wearing strapless shirts. You take two little ponytail elastics, and you tie
Okay.
them together. You safety pin one to the front and one to the back, and when you put it on, you put it underneath your armpit, so that when you wear a shirt like this and you
Uh-huh.
it doesn't like zing up and
Oh,
smack
that's
you in
a
the
great
face.
idea.
So yeah, it's a fun little trick, and you can YouTube it because I have. It's really easy to install. It makes these shirts a lot more fun to wear.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
strapless is a good one.
Good tip.
Another good one is razor back. Again, because you usually have broad shoulders with a rectangular shape, meaning that you've
Mhm.
got that width, not the pear shape where your shoulders can almost be a little bit like, not slouchy, but like sloped.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to allow you to really
Mm-hmm.
showcase that back in your shoulders. So there's a razor back
I
option.
got a lot of back. And I wasn't a swimmer in high
all.
school. I just have a
You're not doing
wide
flies.
back.
Do you notice that? So when
Yeah.
you say that,
Yes.
do you notice that when you put jackets on that you have
Yes.
trouble with like your
Yes.
wingspan? Okay,
Yes.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
A good trick for that is if you size up on
Mhm.
your blazer,
Mhm.
but go with something that's got a 3/4 sleeve. Because
So it's
usually,
not hanging out.
yes,
Yeah.
the trick is when you size up, usually that length, gets
Yeah.
longer, and
Right.
then you're like kind of swallowed by it. But
Right.
if you go 3/4, you can kind of have that movement,
Gotcha.
and you're good.
Yeah.
Another good tip for you on blazers is wear something that's a little bit cropped,
Okay.
that your shirt can kind of hang out below.
Oh,
Again,
right.
you're kind of creating that waistline that you don't necessarily
Okay.
have, but you're not drawing attention to areas that you're trying to conceal.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which everybody type tries to. This is another example of a scoop neck, but it also gives you the
It's cute.
sleeveless. What I like about this one, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to hesitate to call clothes mom clothes, but the facts are facts. They're freaking mom clothes.
Right.
And that's not a bad thing. I say embrace that because
Yeah.
who cares? You're dealing with it.
Because you're a mom.
Yeah, we're dressing the body we have, not like
Right.
our dream version, and this is a really great solution for that.
Mhm.
So this gathering across that section of the body where
That's
we're
cute.
usually trying to conceal is nice. And this particular style, unlike the last couple of annual sales, whether it be Nordstrom, Dillard's, whatever, it's been a top seller. So these drapey
Cute.
fronts are very, very popular. And they're also doing it in dresses right now. Okay, another version that I like is a nice tank top. I am one of those people that when you have broad shoulders, I prefer you in a little bit thicker of a strap.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it just allows you to be a little bit more comfortable
Mm-hmm.
and not feel like you need a jacket to go over. Whereas
Right.
when you put on a Razorback or a skinny strap, most
You're like,
women,
"Oh!"
yeah, most women's first thing is like, where's my jacket?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you go a little bit wider, you
Right.
give yourself some versatility. But what I love about this is it's layered.
I love that.
Yeah, and it flows.
I
and
bet
so
I
it
have
kinda
5
gives
of these, just similar to this with the layers, you know, in different colors. Cause yeah,
Absolutely. And you brought a really cute pair of shorts that, like, color-wise, it probably wouldn't work out, but style-wise, for sure. The little flowy short. This is
Cute.
about as flowy on top to flowy on bottom as I want you to go.
okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's because I know your stems are gonna come out the bottom. Let's put this back over here. Okay, so flowy, but like a nice strap. That way you can still wear a bra and keep the girls in place and things
Right.
like that, but yet you have the freedom and you're kind of like,
Yeah.
owning it. Okay, and because we are kind of working with like a box,
Yeah.
we are going to try to encourage shape. So shirts like this that have like cutouts
Mm-hmm.
are really, really nice. And I even
love
like
that
it.
color.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Great for the season. This was a Stitch Fix. I would never pick this out for myself, and
Mhm.
I'm a stylist, so I will try literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
They sent it, and I remember opening it going, this is crazy. And yes, it drapes away from the body. It
Mhm.
gives you some room here in the upper body, but it fits a little bit closer to the waist to where,
Mhm.
like, but not too close, just skimming to
Mhm.
where it's really slenderizing. Having the one shoulder out is just, it gives you a little bit of a sex appeal, and it's also going to kind of play with that shape to give you kind of a
Mhm.
slouchy look, whereas normally you would kind of appear like broad.
Right.
Okay, so as far as shirts go, those are going to be your go-tos. But one other one that I wanted to share,
I can
isn't that pretty? This color is like
love that color.
your wheelhouse. Emerald, so pretty. But what I love about this is that when you put this on, it's super boxy. And I showed this last week, but I mean, it works for so many different body types. I had to show it again. So it's really boxy,
Yeah.
but you can wrap it in the front and kind of draw that waist. What I love is these thick ties, so when it hangs, you have that extra
Right.
fabric, kind of like this
Mhm.
dress. You have extra fabric, and then
Yeah.
the tie kind of conceals the
Yeah.
little momness that you're trying to cover up.
Love that.
Or if you're flat in the front and you do want to showcase that, but yet you still want it to be boxy, you can tie it around into the back.
That's great.
It's really pretty.
I
in the
would
back.
never think to tie that in the front
No?
because I would just think, oh, well, it doesn't go that way.
It doesn't
But clearly, it can go that
Yeah,
way.
absolutely. If you tie it in the back, it gives you space
Yeah.
for a nice, pretty long necklace.
Right.
Like, let's go with something like this.
That's
Like a
great.
nice, pretty long necklace. And if you did this with like dark, skinny jeans and like black heels, you're good to go.
Love that.
But if you did this in the front, now you could still always pull
Uh-huh.
the Kendall Jenner and wear the necklace to the back and tie it in the front, or just take the necklace off altogether. But I love it because you're creating that waist,
Uh-huh.
but you have the flexibility to pull it as tight as you want,
Right.
or what's comfortable for you, which
Love that.
is huge.
Cute.
Yeah.
I have already learned so much in like 10 minutes, seriously.
Well, I'm gonna try to
I
keep
just
going
don't
and not
think
cough
that
all over
far
you.
into it. You know what I mean? Like, I see something, I think it's cute, and okay.
And you
But
go into
I,
so tell
there's
me.
not a lot of thought process there for me. I feel like I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like, it's cute. I like it. Let's get that.
Do
Let's go.
you buy outfits or do you buy pieces?
I buy pieces, but usually when I'm shopping, like during the time that I'm shopping, if I find something, then I start thinking, oh, I need, like I start keeping my eye out for
what
a
you
skirt
need to
that'll
go with
match
it.
that, pants that'll match
Are
that.
you
And
doing
if I
the
find it,
mental-
great. And if not, I'm like, still, I buy it because
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, because you know in your mind what you've got mental inventory
That's true.
wise at home.
True.
So you probably are already kind of pairing it. So that's
Yes.
what I wanted to touch on.
Yes, I do
Make
do that.
sure
Like,
you're
I think about
buying-
what I've got at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then you know it's going to be functional.
Right.
Functional. And I tell people if you can match it with 3 things that are already living in your closet, it is completely worth your purchase.
Okay.
Okay? If it's in your budget, it's
Yeah.
in your color palette, because in my courses and my services we talk about that too.
Mhm.
And you do a great job. She does such a good job with like navy and all the warm like
She's so
earth
nice.
tones.
I really thought
I'm
I was going to
serious.
show up and you were going to be like, okay, disaster, let's fix you.
Overhaul. Burn all your clothes like
Yeah.
Stacey London. No, but people have thought that I would do that. And I'm like, no, I will put them in another room. No, I feel like your color palette's really good. So if you are out shopping and you are looking for a specific style, like I always recommend working from some sort of a list. Like I keep a list in my closet, and I recommend this for all my clients, just like I do on my grocery, like,
Mhm.
you know, for my grocery list. So as I run out of something or I realize that I need something, I put it on the list. Same thing for my shopping list. So if I'm missing it, I've got it here and I know what I'm looking for. So when I hit the stores, there's no question of like, can I help you today? No, I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Or yes, I'm actually looking exactly for this.
Right.
But if you can find it in your budget, in the style that you're looking for, in the color palette, and you know you have 3 things at home to wear it with, no brainer. Okay?
Yeah.
So it makes your shopping very confident and very on purpose, and that's what we're looking for, is to kind of cut out the exchanges and the
And
I
the
have
guilt,
the tags still left on this and things like that.
the post-purchase guilt.
Yes.
Did I really need that?
Did I really? Oh, I've been shopping
I've got 3 items at home, so
that are sitting there like
yes,
that.
I did. No, I mean like.
Oh, you got your 3.
You just gave me my reason.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And that goes for men too. Like guys always say, I don't know what to get. Like, well, you've got jeans, of course, or shorts. I'm sure you've got 3 things you can wear this with. But that's a good like mental checklist. It's in my color palette, it's in my budget. This is the style I'm looking for, and I have 3 things to go with it.
Okay.
Boom.
Good.
Purchase. The deal has been made. Okay, so if you want to showcase, so when it comes to shirts, one thing I want to hit on is if you want to showcase your arms,
Mhm.
cap sleeves are great.
Mhm.
And we talked all about like sleeveless and straps and things
Mhm.
like that. But if you don't want to showcase your arms, and some people just don't,
Mhm.
or like right now, I barely wear sleeveless, like,
Mhm.
and here I'm wearing it on video. But
I don't want to showcase them, but I tend to find things that are either sleeveless or short sleeve because I don't like long sleeves. I feel hot, even in the wintertime. I feel like hot and constricted.
yes,
So,
and we said this last week. Eat the bagel.
Yeah.
Wear the flippin' shorts.
Right.
And show your arms. Who cares? Wear the
Right.
swimsuit. I said for the next generation of women, for God's sake,
Wear
let's do
the
it.
suit.
Wear the do it. But if you want to dress your
I can
arms the
flex
best,
if you want me to.
and you want to cover and conceal, go for that like elbow or 3/4 length
Yeah.
sleeve. It's very slenderizing,
Yes.
but it's still cooling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean a little cooling,
Right.
but a little. Okay, so as far as sleeves go, I know you don't want to tuck in.
No.
Most people don't love the idea of that. But when we get into accessories, we'll talk even more about what a rectangular shape loves, and that's belting. Belting is huge. I'll show you how to mix it with your completer pieces and things like that so that it really works for you. But don't cross it off your list yet. Let me show you how to do it because it makes a huge difference. Okay, so really quick, we'll talk about completer pieces. Probably my favorite piece of all time. As you can see, I have way too many jackets, and I switch them out all the time, and I have a bag that goes with each one. It's a whole thing. But the best ones for your body shape are going to be your classic pea coat, which I know you wear because I've seen you. So this is like, I mean, it's kind of classic. I did bust all the buttons off and sew my own on, just to make it
I
more
was just going to say
flashy.
the one I have is missing 2 buttons, so.
So when they do that, because that's what happened, and I
Mhm.
didn't have them,
I
I
need
just
to
bought a whole new set and rebuttoned it,
smart.
and because the jackets don't go bad unless they're pilled and things like that. But
Yeah.
I don't wear it daily during the winter time.
Cute.
But the reason this works for you is because that optical illusion. So what you've done is you put it on and you've got double-breasted, right?
Mhm.
So it's already creating like a center line, like a streamline.
Mhm.
When you are dressing, one of the, just for any body type, you want to create the longest line from the tip of your forehead to the tip of your toe, okay? So when you have things that
Mhm.
are blocking through the center, kind of like these buttons or, you know, the double
Yeah.
breast, it automatically makes you look longer and leaner. So thumbs up to that. So here,
tip.
you've got the double breast, but then you also tie it in at the waist, so you're giving yourself that waist that you didn't normally have. Now, in coats like this, I highly recommend buying just a little, like size up, just a little bit, so that you have this extra real estate, because one of the things I don't love about a pea coat is when somebody puts it on, it just fits you like a glove.
Yeah.
It needs to have a little bit of room, because what if you wear it with a chunky sweater? Or what if you want to take this belt off and put another belt on and just slay it? You know what I mean? You can have the option to do that, but you have to have some movement to be able to do it. The whole idea for something like this for your body shape is to create that illusion of the waist, the broad shoulders, and then give you some of that movement here around your hips. So that's a good one. Second are going to be flowy outerwear pieces. And I love this one because
Yeah, that's cute.
it's so cute. It's edgy, it's fun, it's a
Yes.
mixture of textures, which I completely love. I mixed it with
I
this
would so wear
adorably
this.
cute t-shirt. You could do it with any graphic t-shirt, and you can do it with like any classy type shirt. Like, I paired it with this last week, but we'll do it again.
I love it.
Just kind of mixing the leather and lace.
Mhm.
I myself kind of have like an edgy, style. This is like right on for me.
Yeah.
But if you just wanted to mix it and go a little bit more casual, you could just do it with a graphic tee and be good.
This is so cute.
The reason this works is because of the cascading and the front. So you're able to kind of create that
Mhm.
center focal and draw the eye up, but everything else is really slenderizing. So again, just the way that it's cut with the darts and things, it's
Mhm.
going to give you a waist, but it's not going to constrict you and make you feel like, oh my God.
Everybody's looking
Yeah.
at my waist. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So
That's
that is-
super cute.
That is an overwhelming. This is
I
a
would
cut.
wear that tomorrow.
This
I
is
love
a cut from cloth. Everything that he does, I love.
So cute.
Okay. Yeah, I say he. I don't even know if it's he.
Okay, I'm gonna buy this from you.
Isn't that cute? This was one I found at Von Mar, like on the sale rack. It was worth every stinking
very
penny. Thank you. And I even bought a one in mushroom to go with it because, I mean, why not?
Why not?
Okay, so if you have midsection room that you want to conceal, an A-line
Yes.
jacket is good. So I bought this just as kind of like my basic. I was the mom showing up in like leopard all the time and stuff. So I thought, I'm gonna just tone it down a little. Field trips. But I do draw the waist. You have the option with a jacket
I
like
love
this
this,
to just wear it straight down.
Mhm.
If you want to make it A-line, you can draw the waist, and then it's going to give you just a little bit of a waist, and then give you kind of that poof out that you're looking for. So it kind
That's
of
cute.
sits off the caboose. Here, let's pop this one on so you can kind of see it, because I want to show how it even gives you the illusion of like a rounder tush. Of course, it's like swimming. You're swimming in it.
No,
But
that's
like,
cute. So this would, like, I have something similar to this. It's in a different color. It's in my coat closet.
mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I think of it as a coat, like a jacket.
Yeah.
So I would only put it on if it was like raining or
Cold.
cold.
So
But clearly, I need to get it out of the coat closet and in my real closet.
I would, yes.
Okay.
And I would separate what's in your closet by basic, interest, and completer pieces. And we can talk a little bit more on that, and I'll cover that in other videos because it's kind of its own little animal. But you want to be able to have everything within eyesight, I feel
Right.
like. Because out of sight is out of mind, right?
I totally
And
get this.
even if your jackets are to and from jackets only, that's still better than not wearing any jacket. So even though we live in lovely Kansas City where it's like hot as heck all the
Right.
time, it seems like, and humid.
Or
with that.
freezing.
Yeah, or freezing.
Right.
You have to be able to have it like be versatile. So sometimes you might be wearing this just to and from, like, oh my gosh, it's too hot, but you've left with it because you never know what's going to happen throughout
Right.
the day,
This
and
is
you'll
cute.
always have your final piece of polish. Okay, so see how it kind of
Yeah.
peeks out on the sides, and then in the back, boop boop,
Look.
kind of gives a little caboose.
Gives me a booty that
Gives
I don't
the
have.
booty. But with these side pleats,
Yeah.
it gives that illusion, and you really haven't done anything except
Right.
for just adjust the jacket.
Right.
So I can't stress that enough. When you're buying things, throwing them on and just, oh, I hate it. Work with it.
Work with it.
Like, see everything
Yeah.
that it has to offer, because designers
This
are
is
really
cute.
trying to help us all.
Mhm.
You know? So,
Yeah.
okay. So this would kind of fall into the A-line jacket, or even kind of like the military jacket. Because
Mhm.
picture this in like an olive green.
Mm-mm.
Every mom in town has one.
Yeah.
So I got one in black. I do have one in olive,
Yeah. That's
but it is a vest.
I just bought an olive vest the other day because of something you posted.
Oh,
It was a white and navy striped shirt
yes.
with this. And I literally thought to myself, I have this white and navy similars. And so I went out and I found this, like, or similar.
I love
because
it.
I loved it on the picture and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm
I
going to
know
make that
exactly.
outfit happen.
I love it. I love that you
And
used
every
it
time
like
I
that.
wear it, I've only worn it like twice, every time. And I always wear it with the same shirt because I'm scared. Like, Kathleen did it and it was right, so I'm going to trust her. You know, so I wear it with the same shirt. I've worn it twice, and every time I've worn it, the 2 times, I get compliments on it.
all the time.
Like, this is so cute. I love, and I'm like, oh.
Very polished, very put
Yeah.
together. Feel like
This is
you
really
can
cute.
mix and match this with any stripe.
Mhm.
It really any color stripe. I mean,
Okay.
from the white and whatever color family. Black and white you can do thin stripes. You can do, you know, say this was black and white, you could do little prints of like
Oh,
parts.
Right.
This is a long sleeve version. I've worn it, looks awesome with it. So you have options here. You can also wear this over a denim shirt.
Okay.
You've got some different things, and don't be afraid to like triple layer it. So, yeah. So like,
What?
I know. So like, put the
Now she's talking
stripes.
crazy.
And this, of course, is more of like fall time, but
Right.
don't be afraid to play around with layering because it's all about that front view. Okay, so like.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit off camera about belting things underneath jackets, and you wouldn't normally belt without the jacket, but when you put that jacket on, you conceal that side view, and in doing that, you're immediately more comfortable.
Yeah.
But from the front, you've got this open space, and now you've got this belted, so it's not like a baggy shirt with a baggy jacket. You've caused some tension here in the
Yeah.
middle, so it gives the illusion of waist, which is Plan A. See, so you can like completely just keep layering.
Like, I have all 3 pieces like this in my closet, and it never would occur to me to do that.
And you can pop something like this on with something as simple as like cotton leggings and like go with your Converse and be done.
Cute. Yeah.
So don't be afraid to just keep adding like depth and texture to everything that you're doing, just to kind of create, again, lengthening. If you're a shorter person, adding layers like this that are long is going to add a little bit of a lift in your heel.
Right.
Like say you just a tiny little lift with like your flat neck. I don't know that I would go this far with all of this.
Right.
But say this was just like an oatmeal or you know, a cognac color. You could put that there. It's got a little bit of a lift, but put this on with some leggings and you're good to go. So super comfortable. You could wear it to work.
Cute.
Casual Friday.
Casual Friday.
Or, you know, out. So, okay. I totally messed that up, but I'm going to keep it together.
It's cute.
Okay, so then another jacket. So the reason I pulled that one out is because vests. It's going to make you look long and lean. If you're hot and you don't need all of this, then you've got different options there too. So I always recommend having at least one.
Okay.
At least one. And that one kind of drapes away from the body and is also adjustable. Okay, so this is a good example. Oh, here, we can take that jacket off so you don't sit here and smother. Since, what is it now, like 85? Okay, so this is a good example of a simple dress, right? Just something easy that you can wear with another great completer piece or jacket option. So here we're going with something cropped, okay? So when you put a dress on like this, the last thing you want to do is put on a jacket that's too long, hits you at like that hip bone to where it kind of swallows this look. You want to look taller than that. So a cropped jacket and a boxy is okay if it's cropped. Don't go boxy and long unless it's like below the knee long.
Because then it looks like you're wearing your grandpa's old denim jacket.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Or like, you know, an extra blazer from the coat check.
Right. That's good.
I'm so sorry. I've been sick since last week's video, so I'm really trying to get better for you.
She is a trooper.
But you see how that goes? And now, this might seem still kind of roomy and not give you that focal point that you're looking for. So this is a great reason to grab a skinny belt. Rectangular bodies, skinny belts.
Okay.
They like 3 on a card at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross.
Okay.
I don't care, JCPenney.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And you can get fun little textures and colors that are pretty versatile. So you'll see when you're belting it, you're just kind of drawing in that little extra bit of attention, and then the jacket comes over it. So once it's on, you've got this like center focal point. If you're not wanting to just wear it all the way down. So if you're trying to conceal and you don't want to belt it, then don't. If this gives you enough of like a definition, but if you think you have it on and you still kind of feel frumpy, throw that skinny belt on, because it is a game changer. So this goes even for like...
I don't even own a skinny belt. This is my next purchase.
Look at this.
Okay, so this is going to be a really dumb question.
No, go ahead.
You just throw it on whether or not it's supposed to have a belt. Like, there's no belt loops.
Nope.
It doesn't matter.
Nope, because what you're doing, and we talked about this last week, we'll cover it again, is when
Is that a dumb question?
No, absolutely not.
I feel really dumb.
All the time. This is the things that I go over in closets. Like I said, most people manage to leave the house dressed every day, top and bottom. It is the extra pieces and polish and technique that I can show you that really helps you elevate those outfits that you're already wearing. So most people are already doing it pretty right.
Right.
I'm just helping tweak it just a little bit.
Well, I think it's a difference between, you know, people thinking you look nice and people actually saying to your face, you look really cute.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
There's something different.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
noticing the girl in the coffee shop, you're like, man, she's really got it together. I like her outfit. Or,
Right.
oh, I met this girl at happy hour. Where did you get that?
Right.
Usually it's because she's kind of stepped
Yeah.
it up just that
It's
extra
like you
little
can't put your
degree.
finger on it sometimes,
Mhm.
but you just know there's something there.
Yep. Polish.
Polish.
I like to call it polish because it usually is in those final steps.
Right.
When normally people are just jetting out the door, take those extra few minutes, really accessorize the outfit and
That's my problem.
style it, and you'll be amazed at the compliments that come your way. And I tell my customers, when you find outfits like that, take a picture. Like
Mhm.
put the little heart, put it in the favorites folder.
Yeah.
And then mentally kind of keep track of the compliments that you receive while you're wearing that outfit. And then when you're going through your pictures, trying to find an
Right.
outfit, you won't forget it, A. And then you won't forget the way it made you feel,
Right.
which means you're going to want to wear it even faster.
Right.
So, but yes, skinny belts. And we will go into these more, but I'm
Okay.
so excited about
That's my purchase tomorrow is skin belts.
It will be a good one. Go with reptile prints. Go with things that can
Okay.
act as natural or neutrals.
Okay.
Because you'll be surprised at how versatile they really are.
Okay.
Kind of like a leopard shoe.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how versatile they are until they actually wear a leopard shoe. And then
Right.
they're like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Bomber jackets are great for you. 2 reasons. Because of the broad shoulders, this kind of gives a sloping look, so it's going to make you appear a little bit more narrow up top.
Okay.
Then you've got an elastic waistband, so it's going to give you that natural waist, or give you that illusion of a waist, but it's not going to like tie you in.
Okay.
So you can do this a couple different ways. You could do this over, just like a
What?
flowy shirt, which
cute.
she totally brought this, and this is
Yeah.
totally mine. And look how beautiful these just went together.
Okay, well, I'll buy this from you too.
Yay! But this style, and
Yeah.
this is something great for Kansas City because it's lightweight.
Yeah, yeah.
I
This is
take
way
this
cool.
and I pull up the sleeves, so I make them 3/4 just to kind of give it a summer feel.
Sure.
We were talking off camera how, and I love this about her, which is why I want her to be here. She's a teacher, so she makes her wardrobe work all year long.
Right.
So if you're somebody that's thinking that they have to have like 2 totally separate, wardrobes, or
Right.
that it's wintertime, I have to wear a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
I bet I don't own 2 sweaters.
2 sweaters. Too hot.
Yeah.
But you said you wear cardigans. Like
I
the
wear
little,
I wear the little vest, the really thin vest, and I pair it over, something like this that I would wear in the spring or summer, and then I just throw that little vest on so
Yeah.
it can work for the winter with boots. But like an actual sweater, no.
hot.
It just looks hot to me.
Yeah.
I don't even look at it.
My sister got me the most beautiful wool sweater, cowl neck wool
Yeah.
sweater. She asked me for like 6 months, do you love your sweater? Did you wear it? I'm like I put it on 3 different times.
Yeah.
I physically got ill. Like
Yeah.
I was irritated. I wanted
Yeah.
to like go back to
Right.
bed. I'm like, I can't. It put me in a bad mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So wool sweaters just aren't my thing either.
No.
But you can use those little cardigans with sleeveless tank tops and really get all year long out of your
Mhm.
little tank top. So
Right.
this can kind of act as the same thing. So if you're like thinking about your work, attire, and you're
So
thinking,
cute.
I have like way too many cardigans that I want to actually
Mhm.
take credit for,
Yeah.
then start looking for little completer pieces like this that are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Another great completer piece, again, this is a fall, is this thing. I swear. I saw it in the store and I'm like, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then I put it on with like dark skinny jeans and like just a striped little skinny striped shirt, and it was so cute, and it worked.
It reminds me of my dad's robe when I was a kid.
Like a cigar robe. I even belted this one time
That's
like
cute.
all together because it is kind of like
Yeah.
really
I like the
drapey.
color.
Oh my gosh, it was so cute. But this was me like stepping out and going, I just need more jackets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and don't hesitate, like we showed you with the denim shirt and the vest.
Mhm.
You can use your button-up shirts also as great completer pieces that are lighter weight.
Right.
So think of like your flannels, or even like your husband's button-ups, things like that. I've done it. I've just thrown it on. Even if I like throw a sweatshirt on over it and only the tails and the collar are
Oh,
showing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can still use all of those things. You just have to look at your clothes as like dual purpose.
Right.
Okay, that's like the number one thing I teach in my course is like it's a seasonless capsule wardrobe. So I give you representation of the items that you need, and you can mix and match them 1,000 different ways. And that's the key to a really, really good, well-rounded wardrobe, is being able to mix and match, which is why I recommend staying in a color palette.
Yeah, I feel like once you put that on, it just completely changed this.
Yeah.
Like, I like this color, and I like it's flowing, and I thought, oh, well, that'll be cute with a pair of black little jeans, or like skinny jeans or leggings, and you put that on, and it completely changed it. Just like that.
And this is screaming for accessories.
Oh, yeah.
But then you put this on, and it all of a sudden doesn't need anything.
And that's what I need, because I don't do accessories. It's not that I don't like them. It's just it's just another thing
to do.
I don't ever buy pieces I feel like that
are really
work. I'll have 2 or 3 that I love, and I use those all over and over. And you've got some gorgeous ones, but for some reason I don't have the eye for it, and so I need that.
And some people go really, really delicate, or they're like sentimental, so they're wearing something that they got from a family member or something like that. So we'll talk a little bit in accessories about accessory sets, but completely doable, usable. You don't have to go above and beyond. People that go above and beyond with accessories that don't necessarily love them, you can tell.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of keep, not in your box, because I do want you to stretch, but not stretch so far where you're like making noise or like a one-man band.
Yeah, I'll do maybe a bracelet and earrings, and that's about as far as I get.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with necklaces, it seems so limiting. Like, I look at it and I think, I've got one shirt that goes with.
Yeah.
And so I just don't wear it.
When you're thinking of necklaces, if it makes it tricky for you, because one thing I do love is like the length of your hair is perfect for earrings. It's also perfect to showcase a nice flashy necklace, but you're just filling dead space. Like on this, where there's no dead space, don't wear a necklace. Go with the earrings instead.
Right.
It's kind of like one or the other.
Right.
Now, I love accessories, so I will do both.
You do both. Yeah.
But
That's okay.
half the time my hair is covering it up, or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, just think of it as filling.
But they match,
like,
and they're
dead
so pretty.
space.
Like, it looks. Yeah.
That's,
You should.
I just got these.
Those are really pretty.
I love them. TJ Maxx, I tell you what, I get sucked in. I really do. It's like, okay. Last but not least, on completer pieces is going to be your pretty much winter pieces. So we talked about the peacoat where you can kind of tie it in. I love a nice sleek, piece as well, because it's a little bit more formal. I wear this as kind of like my dress up black tie coat to and from. Normally, if I go black tie, I always have like a little shrug or something, because usually it's cold for me anyway.
Yeah.
But to and from, I usually throw something like this on, or like my full length Ralph Lauren that I've had since college graduation. I absolutely love it. Isn't it gorgeous? I used to call it my Rachel. Because it's just, interning at Macy's, I purchased this, and that was 20 years ago, and this jacket is still in tip-top shape every single time I wear it. Somebody's like, where did you get this?
Right.
I'm like, I sold my soul to the devil, and I worked for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And got it on clearance for like $60.
Yeah.
But it started at like $250.
Right. It's cute.
But it's a staple. It'll last forever. What you want to think about when you're thinking about your heavy outerwear for a rectangular shape is it's got to hit you right at the knee. So if you want to pop this one on, that way, kind of see. Again, it's probably going to swallow you, but it's like,
no, it's not.
If you
see, I have a wide back.
Does that feel good?
Yeah.
The shoulder pads look really good on you. It's a good shape. Now, you see how that it gave you a little bit of a waist right here along the side, but it's not like sucking in. You can still wear something heavy underneath it if you needed to, but it hits you right there at that knee.
Right at the knee.
Right at the knee. Nothing lower.
No.
Right? It's going to make you appear shorter.
Right.
Anything higher is going to, it's not bad.
And like a flasher. We don't want that.
Watches. Look at my coat. But something like this in a really cool print or a super bright color.
Yeah.
Great piece for your closet.
Okay.
And the reason I say bright colors is because when you're wearing something this heavy, it's usually really dreary outside. So putting on that vibrant color, you will be so happy. And the people, they're like, oh my gosh, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Right.
They're just so happy to see a little bit of life. Okay. So go like this. It acts as a neutral, or pick that really, really powerful jewel tone that looks great on your skin tone, or what was the other thing? Or just like a really bright color. So like aspen yellow is the color of the year, which is this beautiful color. So even like a full length coat in this color, really pretty. Or even like the burnt orange. So, or I've seen a lot in royal blue, and people find tons and tons that goes with that. So, okay, so that kind of rounds out coats. Main thing about coats that you want to realize is that you are trying to show the waist without showing the waist, okay?
Yeah.
Showcase it if you can, but just kind of draw things in, okay? You just want to create a little bit of a definition here to offset the hips and the shoulders. Okay.
It's cute.
Next up, dresses. So do you have any questions about jackets? Or tops, because I didn't even ask that after tops.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm learning a lot. I'm going to go
Yay.
back and watch this because when I'm
Take
in
notes.
it, yeah, it's hard to. Yeah.
When we were standing here, she's like, "Can I have your notes?"
No,
So
these are great.
I might
She's
consider
got
that.
so many great notes up there.
Drop it in. I try to keep them really short and to the point
Yeah.
because I won't be able to follow it if they are long. And these are things that, like, when I'm working with somebody face to face, when something comes up, it's just stuck in my brain and I just say it.
Yeah.
What I want to make sure on these videos is that, like, I cover everything.
Cover everything. Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
bebopping around like, my normal self would do. Okay, next we are talking about dresses. And the reason I love dresses on a rectangular body shape is because you have definition in your shoulders that you can work with. You've got narrow hips, so dresses just kind of flow a little bit easier. She brought one that is from Loft that is beautiful. Again, Natalie picks great prints. These prints shouldn't be any bigger than your fist, okay? That's a good rule of thumb. And then something abstract is nice. You don't want to look like your grandmother's curtains.
Right.
Okay? So something different like that is good. But what I like about this is because of this little stretchy side that it has,
Yeah.
it allows it to fit really close to the body and allows this really, really simple empire waist line to kind of showcase to where it keeps the girls tight.
Yeah.
And then it flows away from the body, so it's
Right.
very slenderizing.
So for me, yeah, I have to have this, and this was the kicker with this. I tried it on and thought it's not going to work, and it did, and that's why, because of this. Because
Yeah.
if this dress did not have this, it would be so tight across my back, even though I bought the size that I am.
Yeah.
Everywhere else it would be big and flowing, so I'd have to go a size bigger just to get it zipped up my
Yeah,
wide back.
wide back.
Yeah, so I always make
We'll call
jokes
it-
about like my wide swimmer's back.
Yeah.
Oh, but I wasn't a swimmer. I just have a wide back.
You're Michael
So
Phelps.
this is, yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about it when I put it on. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I was like,
anytime
it
this is
works,
going to be around your
finally.
back or your waist, you're going
Yeah.
to be happy.
Yeah.
Even maxi skirts that have this type of a waistband,
Mhm.
you're going to love.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they're wider, so it's going
Mhm.
to tie you in just a little bit. It's going to allow all the shirts that you wear with it to just
Right.
flow right over it. You don't have a button to worry about
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So, love, love, love this. Again, it has the sweetheart front, which is a nice little shape. Not a full V-neck, but like a nice little shape. And then it's got the spaghetti straps that work so well. There was one thing I wanted to say. Oh, the other thing that I love about this is the same thing with the coat. It hits her right at the knee.
At the knee, yeah.
Yeah, where you want. Now you can go shorter because typically in a rectangular body, you've got thinner legs, longer, leaner legs.
Mhm.
So don't be afraid to go shorter. You can wear any length of skirt, from a mini to a midi to a maxi. Okay, just make sure that that midi hits you at like the knee, not like the middle of the shin.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
if you're gonna go, like go to the knee or to the floor.
Or to the floor.
Yeah, one or
Okay.
the other. And some people say, oh, T length, like this. This is as long as I'd want you to go, which is like just right below.
Okay.
And then if you're gonna do this, you need a lift. So
Okay.
shoes that have some sort of a wedge.
Okay, I gotcha.
So something like what I have on, something like what you have on, or something like this.
Okay.
Dylan, are you getting our shoes?
Yeah, there.
Okay, so wedges, wedges, or wedges.
Right.
Or you could do a heel or something like that, but
Mhm.
even something like this isn't tall enough for this length of a skirt, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Okay.
But like with something that hits you at the knee or shorter, you could go flats, you
Okay.
could go, heels, you could pretty much do whatever you want. It's
Okay.
just about how comfortable you are with your legs, because
Right.
that's what you're showcasing.
Right.
One other dress that I wanted to show, which is perfect for your body shape, is this one.
Oh, I love that.
It is going to be fitted around your hips, and the thing that's awesome is you've got narrow hips, so you don't have to worry about this kind of overpowering and being too
right.
sexy, which I don't normally think anything is too sexy, but
Right.
this is going to showcase and give, because it fits so close to the body, it's going to give you a little bit of a hip. It's going to hit you at the knee, and it's going to hit you right above the problem area that most
Right.
of us have, and
Right.
more at that natural waist, and then it's gonna
Blouse over.
to where
Yeah.
the girls are gonna look good, the arms are gonna look good, you're,
Yeah, I
you're
love
covered
this.
and concealed on top. Yeah, and you're good to go. This looks really cute too.
This is cute.
Ah, with this fun little jacket.
I love that jacket so much.
Cut from cloth. But you see, you've just kind of, you can like edge it up if you want to, and
Yeah.
put on some like heels. This calls for heels and a nice clutch. Or you can go black tie and to and from it, and something.
Are you gonna notice if I walk out with this on?
You should totally just take it and wear it and see how many ways you can wear it.
It's so cute.
And then if you can, buy one. But see how you're almost mixing prints here, but
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
like the same length from the dress to the jacket. Very, very classy look. So if you are needing to actually like dress up and want to stay comfortable and don't really want to do the full dress kind of thing, which you can, but with narrow hips, it's nice to wear the sheath dress or the pencil dress and things like that, because you're not over sexy with,
Right.
you know, too many curves or, you know,
Right.
things like that.
I got the curves in the wrong places. That's the problem.
I know the feeling.
I need booty curves, not belly curves.
Just flip it around.
No,
Flip it
it's
around.
just not fair.
Okay, another great option for skirts, like I said a second ago, with skirts, you can wear really any length, so don't be afraid. But something like this, that you can wear up at that natural waist, that's kind of got that gathering across the center,
Yeah.
to where it kind of conceals some things. Plus you've got stripes, thin stripes, are gonna make you appear a little thinner. And then this
Love that.
uneven hem,
Mhm.
so it comes straight across. You can't hardly see it, but so it's going to come straight across and cover you, but then this piece kind of comes up.
Right.
This looks really good with the razorback tee
Oh, that's cute.
tucked in, or even now you
Did
can
you say
take
tucked in?
it tucked in, or if you don't want to tuck it in, just kind of tie it over to one side and kind of like keep it a little gathered,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But you're showcasing it, and this is kind of giving you some interest and some movement, and then this is going to fit you really close to the body on top. So you'll see that this is going to hit her kind of like mid-thigh. That's good. And then this one side is going to kind of fall down. So it kind of breaks the rule of going a little bit longer.
Right.
But since you've got this one coming all the way across, you're good. With something like this, though, I would still lift.
Okay.
Create that height.
Okay.
Okay? And we had a lot of questions last time about people that don't wear heels.
Right.
So if you don't wear heels, that's fine. Just kind of play around with those hemlines so that you aren't appearing shorter than you really are. The idea is to look as tall as you possibly can. Okay. Okay, so do we have any questions yet on anything? Let's see. I will look and see. All right, I'm going to pop on here really quick and see if we have any questions. Dylan, do we have any questions? Okay. I'm going to find the post. Thank you for being patient. My assistant's taking the night off. Let's see. Here we are. Okay, so last time I realized that like we can view the questions. That was a new one. So we have 5 people watching live. And comments. Do this.
Comments on. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, buddies. Oh,
Aww.
cutest
Thank
mom
you.
ever.
Thanks, CHL.
Oh,
That's
wait.
nice.
I'm new to this. Yay. Okay, so no questions yet. If you guys have questions, keep them coming. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going. Okay, so then the next would be another skirt. Okay, so
Okay.
in addition to just fun skirts on the bottom that like draw some attention, I love a good denim skirt. I love it because I love denim
Girl.
shorts. I know. I love denim shorts, and I like a good distressed denim shirt or
That's
skirt.
a short one.
Isn't that cute? But you can pull it off.
I'm afraid I show my cash and prizes.
Do what Dilly does and wear the little hot pants underneath it.
Oh,
She wears like the
yeah.
little Nike Pros.
Oh yeah.
And you can wear this. This actually, it sits on the hips a little bit more. Now they're making them to where, I've had this for a while. Now they're making them to where they're a little bit higher waisted, which is fun. So play around with it. But because you have the narrow hips, you can really get away with so many different styles because denim is still, in a denim skirt, it's still kind of raw. Whereas everything in denim is like stretchy and, you know, ready to go. But you're going to find that like they still make this out of like real stuff.
Oh yeah.
So there's not a lot of give.
Right.
So when you've got the straight hips, the jean skirts just work with you. And it really invites that higher waist. Tell me how you feel about high-waisted.
I
Like
dislike.
I feel.
I dislike. I don't think it doesn't. I feel like if you are a size 2 and you can wear anything, then it looks great on you. But that's not the average person.
True.
So I feel like that high waist just accentuates everything that you may have that
True.
you don't want to see. But I also don't like super low waist where you feel like your muffin tops hanging out the top, but then you've also got the bottom muffin tops shoving out the bottom. It's like a happy medium for me. And I like stuff that sits on the hips loose where it's not. So I'll buy a size bigger that's way too big in the hips and butt just so that I feel like I'm not constricting my waist and everything's bubbled out the top. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Which,
a couple things that you can look out for that is thicker waistbands.
Yes, I love those.
So when they give you like the double size is nice, and because it does conceal, and usually there's a little bit of elastic in there that keeps things at bay.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, get them to fit your butt. I mean, absolutely, you don't want to have like, you know, like you're saying, like muffin top or rollover or anything like that. But play around with that and look for different styles by different designers that are going to give you the tush definition too, as I'm like, you know. But you get it.
I need the tush.
Need the tush. Well, she brought these gorgeous red pants, and I feel like most people can't totally pull off red pants, but I've seen her in these, and they're gorgeous. So this is what she's talking about, that sit at the hip.
Yeah. And they're elastic waist.
Elastic waist, but they're like a cigarette, you know, style, which I like. So they're not going to be really big around the ankle, and they're going to stop right above the ankle. Maybe something that just even has like double the waistband.
Yeah.
And this is like a pixie, so it's made to kind of sit across the waist.
Right.
So a higher waist would be probably 2 inches higher.
Right.
But your shape, because it's going to hit you at that natural waist, your shape is going to love that. Okay. So next time you're out pant shopping, just try one on and see.
Okay.
And just open your mind to it, and the right style by the right brand or designer is going to come to you. I promise. But I feel like it's going to work.
Okay.
And even if they're like wide leg, because the thing about your body type is that proportion wise, you just want to balance it out. So if you can go wide leg pant and get really dramatic and like really hot on the bottom, and then go thin on top or like, you know, close to the body, and then just go with like a cropped blazer, something that hits you, something that hits you at that natural waist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And gives you some of that shape, but covers up that side view that we were talking about, that like usually with like a high-waisted, like showcasing the stomach isn't, you know, people's favorite. So you can cover it up with the jacket. But like a cute pair of high-waisted pants in this fabric, wide leg, with a blazer like this. Okay. The shirt options are virtually anything. So. Okay. So.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And then as far as like, so we talked a little bit about skirts, any length, especially with dresses, any length from midi to maxi, aside from T-length like we talked about. We've talked about pants.
Not just shopping.
No, just shopping. We talked about pants. Now jeans are the same thing. So you have to go with, you can go with a skinny jean.
Okay.
You can go with a straight leg. You can go with a floor grazing flare, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go floor grazing flare, I want you to lift it. I want you to have something on it that's like a heel or a wedge or something like that. But these are from Ann Taylor. Tell them your obsession with Ann Taylor and how much you love it. And she gets it at a deal.
Yeah, so I love Ann Taylor Loft, and I do not buy it in Ann Taylor Loft because I can't afford it. So I buy a lot of Ann Taylor Loft at Cargo Largo, right here in our local Independence. I mean, it's swimming with Ann Taylor Loft stuff. So you do have to look a little bit because obviously they have more size smalls and size extra smalls, but it's not like it's just one piece. There might be like 20 or 30 of the same item, and you just got to flip through all of them.
Yeah.
And almost 90% of the time, I will find at least one medium straggler or one large straggler. And I'm like, it's mine.
At the deal.
And then the rest of them are smalls and extra smalls. And that's fine. Those girls can have them. I don't need it. But yeah, that's where I buy mine. And it works for me for work. I like Ann Taylor Loft because this is Ann Taylor Loft, this shirt. But a lot of the stuff I brought is because all the shirts are really flowing and lightweight. Yep.
But it's still a great fabric that weathers well and wears well. I love these because of the elastic here. Swap elastic waistband. Plus they're almost like cropped.
They are, yeah. They're a little shorter.
And what a fun print.
Yeah. I love these. I wear these to work all the time. Every time I wear them, somebody gives me a compliment. Oh, I love your pants.
Yeah. And you could top this off with any color that you see in terms of a solid shirt, and then you could go blazer, you could go cardigan, you could go even, I know we don't wear sweaters, but you could go chunky sweater.
Right.
So these have lots and lots of options. Plus you could wear them with booties or wedges.
Yeah.
So they're good for all year long.
So would you wear flats with these or no?
I would wear heels with anything possible.
Okay.
That's just me. But like with this and with the red pants we just
sandals
have.
is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Just when you're doing that, you want to go with pointed. You know what I mean? As much as you can over rounded. When it comes to flats, I'm huge with that. Go with a pointed toe over a rounded toe. It's immediately going to make you seem longer.
Okay.
Taller. Okay. And it's just a little bit more sophisticated. Okay.
Like a lot of the sandals that I wear to work and things like that are just literally like the T-strap sandal. Like it's one little strap around the ankle because they're simple and they're comfortable.
And you can wear them all day, and you're
you can wear
usually
them all
walking
day.
around and all over the place.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I wouldn't be afraid to just like even kind of add some edge to this. So like the black. Look at this a second. So like this shirt.
Yeah.
With the black jacket.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With like black booties, makes this like a winter-ish looking outfit.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
Or like, really early spring.
Right. Right.
So you've got options there. I love it with the navy though too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my other thing. I don't mix color. Like, we need a whole segment for me on
color.
Like black, like mostly black in your outfit and brown shoes.
Okay.
Like it looks good on people. I love it, but I'm so scared.
Well,
so if I have black in my outfit at all, I wear black shoes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Well, and I feel like the
boots or whatever.
The old way we used to do it, like the old brown, we had to do it that way because it was like wearing chocolate with black.
Right.
But a lot of our browns now are more of this cognac color.
Okay.
More natural.
Yeah.
So you can mix them, and it's actually really rich and beautiful. But I see what you mean, and I get that same
Scares
question.
me to death.
Yeah, with navy blue and black.
Yes.
So
like no way would I ever mix navy blue and black, and you just did it.
Traditional.
And everyone's safe. She just did it, and we're all fine.
We can break whatever rules we want.
You just did it.
But most navy anymore has more of a bluish tint to it rather than the traditional super dark.
Yeah, that's true.
So the rule of thumb that you're looking for is you just want to have a contrast.
Okay.
If those brown sandals are so dark that they're almost as black as the pants, maybe not.
Okay.
But if they're like from the cognac family or the dark tannish family, for those that don't call it cognac, you can totally mix that, similar to something like this.
Or like a camel in a black.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Every single time I wear these boots, someone stops me. They're like, where did you get these?
Uh-huh.
And they caught my eye just because I felt like it gave me free reign to mix black and brown.
Yeah.
So when you're buying shoes, keep that in mind. That's why I always recommend metallic shoes. So like a dark goldish metallic. You can go either way with that.
Right.
We talked about that a little bit last week, but that in any style, it would be great for a flat. But yeah, it's like that with accessories too. If you can find accessories that mix gold and silver, you're going to be way more comfortable mixing your gold and silver. Right. Whereas some people are that way too.
So
they're
scared.
like, oh no, don't do it.
Yeah.
I really feel like you can't do anything wrong, because what's the worst that's going to happen?
Right.
You're not going to do it again, and you're good. The guy at work that's like, you're wearing a lot of prints here. Like, thanks, Dawn.
Or your husband,
I'll
it's like,
take
that
a
doesn't
mental-
go.
I'll
I
take
get
a
that.
mental
I get
note.
that a lot. That doesn't go. I'm like, what?
This
Doesn't go. I don't know. I can't even tell you, but it doesn't go. I'm like,
You're like,
okay.
I'm
Back to the drawing board.
Back to
I had it figured out.
I thought I had it figured out. Now
Yeah.
I'm not. Now
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. So grab these pants. Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about Ann Taylor, but
Yeah, yeah.
as far as jeans go, you can go skinny jean. They'll fit you just like the 2 pairs of pants that we've already shown.
Yes.
The floor grazing boot cut / flares that are super popular.
Those are
With
real
those,
skinny jeans.
You want to get as high of a waist on those kind of jeans as it's comfortable for you.
On the skinny jeans.
Mid-rise is your favorite,
Okay.
especially
Yeah.
if you're trying to conceal anything. So
Yes.
mid-rise, but high-rise really, depending on how big that
The
waistband
waist,
is,
yes.
it can be very slenderizing too. And just keep in mind,
So like
though,
the waist
jackets.
could almost act as a Spanx.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And you see this in leggings.
Yeah,
You know, like the leather leggings that we looked at the very beginning. If you look at the depth of this,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
that's kind of what you're looking for.
Right.
It becomes very slenderizing. It becomes really easy for you to wear multiple kinds of shirts with
Right.
it, which is
Got
just
it.
handy. So, okay. So we talked about, straight leg pants, talked about floor grazing, we talked
Okay.
about boot cut. One other good thing for you are cargo pants.
Oh boy.
Pear shape and hourglass shape have a hard time wearing cargo stuff on the bottom because those pockets are on the sides. We already carry weight on our sides. But with a rectangular shape, you kind of want to bring some attention to the sides. So a
Okay.
nice traditional cargo pant, like type jogger, is for you.
Well, those are fun.
Aren't these fun? So you would wear these with like an elevated shoe.
Yeah.
You could go as fancy as you wanted. You could go wedge. You could go stiletto heel.
I
Okay.
like those.
With these, let's pair it with black and white stripes. So here, what we would do is we would do a front tuck. So I
Oh
tucked-
boy, she's tucking.
I know, but think about it. We're going to put a jacket on with it too.
Okay.
So we're going to conceal that side view that's going to say, I'm wider than I want to look. From the front, you're slamming. It's flat.
Okay.
Right? We're creating that optical illusion.
Okay.
So you take 3 fingers and you just shove it.
Okay.
Shove it in. And right behind the tie or the button is where I like to do it. But then, like last week, my sister was like, I feel like that makes my hips look wider. So she does it to the side. There is no wrong way.
So you tuck it right there, and that's it, and
I
let the
tuck-
rest
and let the
drape
rest
out.
just
What?
kind of drape. Yep, let the rest drape, and what it's going to do is it's going to kind of drape on the back too. Mind blown.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
depending on how fancy of a shoe you went with,
Yeah.
hold that piece, you can put on this jacket. Like say you went with the black stiletto or something with like a stud or some kind.
I'm gonna try to tuck this for you, so you get it. Whatever.
Together.
Well, I'm not holding it. Okay, but you get the gist.
And then here we'll put
Oh,
these two
all right.
together, and then
This is why
we'll smash
this is
the
your
pan.
job.
Yeah,
not
there
mine.
you go. Put that over, and then
Oh,
we're
that's
just gonna like do a
cute.
quick little front tuck. And now you've got this really cute little outfit, and you've got elevated heels. So say you didn't go super sassy with the heels, and you just went kind of basic, or maybe you even just went with like, like your flat,
Yeah,
T-strap sandals. Then you could top it off with the denim shirt.
Right.
Oh, Lord, we
I
got
knew you were gonna
problems
pull
here.
that denim shirt out. I knew it.
Got
See
it.
how much I've learned in the time
See?
we've been here together?
And
I've already
how-
got it down.
What's our time limit right now, Dilly?
It's 8:04.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
we're having
we're
a
doing good.
blast.
We're not any quicker than last week, but here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
so depending on how casual you want to go with it,
Yeah.
I would still front tuck this just to kind of give some depth. And this is why I do my front tucks dead center, is because usually I'm wearing a jacket over it,
Right.
and I want you to be able to see the tuck and not have it to the side. So you could go super casual like this with like just some flats and then just easy
Right.
like Sunday morning. No big deal. But this style of pant loves you because of these side
hips.
pockets.
Yeah.
It's going to give you a
Gives
little
me a
bit
little-
more shape. And because they're joggers, they're going to be a little bit tighter around the ankle and give you just some like volume.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like play the slouchy look too and kind of wear them low to your hips.
Right.
Or if you didn't want to, pull them all the way up and wear them like that. Again, when people go high-waisted on an elastic band, usually they don't like the way the tush looks.
Right,
Okay?
right.
But that's where the jacket comes in. It's going to cover up just all of this business that isn't
Right.
necessary.
Yeah,
So
right.
when you see these girls on Instagram Or you see these people on Pinterest and they look like, oh my gosh, this outfit is just so well balanced and put together. You are seeing this from one angle.
Right.
Okay? Real life is 360 degrees.
Right.
Okay? So you've got to create solutions that allow you to wear what you want to wear the way you want to wear it so that you can feel confident in it, but that it's also very real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I've seen behind the scenes of bloggers and they are nipped and tucked and safety pinned and clothes pinned
Right.
up to where it looks visually perfect from the front. Okay?
Right.
Now, is that every time? No. But a lot of times.
Right.
Same thing when you're looking in magazines or you're looking in catalogs. You know, they're making it look good for that specific picture, okay?
Mhm.
So when you guys are trying to recreate outfits and deconstruct what you're seeing on Facebook and in magazines, that is completely fine. I want you to do that. But I want you to be real at the same time, okay? So if you run into a problem where you're like, I just can't make this work, shoot
Right.
us a spot or shoot us a comment in the Facebook group and just ask, and we'll give you the tips that you need to really
Cute.
make it livable. So, okay. So yes, cargo pants.
I like how lightweight these are. That's why I don't do the cargo pants usually, because they just feel heavy.
Heavy.
But I love these. So.
Yeah, these
Yep.
are super lightweight. I got these at Target last year,
Yeah, those are cute.
and they're really comfortable. The worst thing about these is the color. So if you bust a sweat literally in any way, it can kind of
Oh.
show through. But they have them in black too. So you can play around with colors.
Shows your
and,
butt sweat.
well, I mean, you just gotta be really careful. It's kind of like armpits. You're like,
Right.
I'm not gonna raise my hand. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That's cute.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about shorts. Same thing with shorts as skirts. You can wear any length you want. What I recommend is mid-thigh,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
I don't go any lower.
Right.
And there's a couple of reasons why. It ages you immediately.
Right.
Right? Usually it cuts you off height-wise also.
Right.
And usually it's like fitted really close to the leg.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the best attribute for a
Right.
short. So I like these because they're elastic. You can wear them at the natural waist. You can wear them at the low waist. And they've got just a little bit of room around the thigh to where they kind of move around. So you can pull your razorback top
Yep.
and just wear it out because this is fitted and these are flowy, or you can front tuck it if you really wanted to.
Okay.
You could also throw on around it if you wanted to mix prints even, you could mix all of this together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because stripes and completely opposite print are always going to be friendly. You just have to be careful with stripes and stripes.
Stripes. Got
Okay?
it.
So these would actually go together, and then you could cut. So say you're like just at the lake or whatever,
Mhm.
or if you want to go black razor and that's it, and that's more comfortable for you, but you still like the look of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
denim shirt over it, here we go. Put them
Cute.
on with your T-strap sandals. Go.
Cute.
Easy. Very, very easy.
We have some questions.
Okay.
Love this.
Let's check out some questions. I'm really going to work at getting better at this. Checking of the questions stuff. Like, right now.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm just making my way at home out here.
That's okay. Shop away. Really, I don't know how to do this.
Good God, I would hurt myself with those. They are cute. I love these.
I have no idea. How do I do this?
You should. You did it last time.
I don't know. Just shoot the questions to us, I guess.
Michelle Turnbow Oberbrockling asked where the skirt was from.
Which skirt?
I think the denim skirt.
Oh, American Eagle. I love American Eagle denim, like across the board. The mom
Cute.
jeans, the flare, the high-waisted, they are all about the love of the thick waistband. That particular skirt sits really low on the waist, is why it seems so short. I'm sure someone's seen my tush in it before, but I love that one because I like the front tuck, and I can get down with like the hip. Because when I go high-waisted skirt, I all of a sudden just look so tall. So for me personally, I prefer the lower waist denim skirt, but they have like probably 4 or 5 different styles right now. Because even I've got Dylan buying jeans there now because the variety is just great. And the price is good and they last, so that's
Yeah.
another huge thing. You can keep asking questions too if there's more.
Kim Woods asked where
Me.
those olive shorts were from.
Olive shorts, Old Navy.
Yeah.
Old Navy has a really great selection of all of these now, and then
I love them.
I'm seeing them all over.
I brought a pair, just like
You did,
But
these
I
are
love
from
them.
Ann Taylor.
yeah. But I love the flowy
Mm-hmm.
and the, yeah. It's like the same thing.
And you can get these in such fun prints, like her husband was giving her crap for wearing this with this shirt, which is hilarious because it totally goes and super cute. And I love the dual, like, just detail of it
Yeah.
all. But yeah, these, because they're so lightweight, the fabric choices are endless.
Okay.
So if you're trying to like work in some more prints into your life,
Right.
I feel like these fun shorts are a great way to do it. Or
But
if
you
you're
could
trying to do
use like
trendy-
a cash shirt with this too, right? You could do like a racerback.
Oh, absolutely.
little tank with this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You could go dressy like this, or I mean,
Right.
this is even something,
Right.
you know, kind
Yeah.
of like this.
Yeah.
Now, I am one person that absolutely loves the look of shorts like that
Yeah.
with, now I'm making a mess, the Razorback tee. Oh, here
There
we
it
go.
is. Yeah.
So the Razorback tee like this
Yeah.
with elevated wedges and like a nice fun blazer. Who cares if it's black on black? We will
Right.
completely. So like I would tuck this in all the way around, right? Wear these at that natural waist, throw on this blazer, and then go with like a fun black wedge or even like a heel that has no cork on it. And then a super fun layered like necklace, just to kind of give it some edge.
Cute.
So you've taken a really casual pair that you could wear just with the tank top and like the denim shirt and flats, or you could pop it on with the heels and throw on a blazer and like you're good to wear it like out.
I love
Okay.
that blazer.
Not
It's
fun.
from H&M.
H&M. I love blazers from H&M, just like I love denim from American Eagle because you really get a lot for your money. I bought this for less than $30, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Dee Weatherford. Hey Dee. And it was like a hands down, like I've worn it so many times in so
cute.
many
I love
different
the
ways.
sleeves.
Yeah, and it hits you like 3/4, so it's super slenderizing,
Right.
plus it's just a little bit cropped. So with any like dress with a natural waist, it's
Yeah.
just a nice completer piece.
Love that.
Love, love, love. Okay, so that was our shorts question. Do we have any other shorts questions?
No.
Because I think that takes us all the way through bottoms. So we talked about denim, we talked about pants, we talked about skirts, we talked about shorts. One thing that you want to keep track of is if you have a longer torso, the mid-rise jean to the high-rise jean are going to be good for you. If you have more of like a shorter torso or you're considered petite, one great thing that looks good on you is that hip kind of hugging like you were showing pants, but in that like wide leg. Okay,
Right.
so if you're petite, just overdo the proportion on the bottom and really play up to that like narrowness of your top.
Okay.
And you'll really enjoy that balance. Plus, it's going to make you look taller. Because if you're wearing anything wide leg, anything that's grazing the floor, I want you to have a lifted heel
Right.
of some sort.
Right.
Even if it's just a kitten
Right.
heel,
A kitten.
a little kitten, a little short kitten. Okay, so
This is super cute.
he likes. And when I do accessories, I'm very particular about my accessories because I don't want to have too many. I separate everything by accessory sets. And we are coming into accessories, so we'll just kind of segue right into that.
So I like that you have a lot of metallic pieces because I can
do.
already see by looking at this of just the versatility of it, right?
Yes.
Versus a lot of what I have, it's like a color because someone bought it for me.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Ooh, I just thought it was so pretty," and you're like, "Great, it's got fuchsia beads on it. I can wear that with a fuchsia shirt." Which is, I mean, it's pretty. You know,
Yes.
you get it and it's pretty, or you find it and it's pretty. But this is where my wheelhouse needs to go because this would offer me up so many more options.
Okay.
Do you know what I
love
mean?
it. Absolutely. And the way that I do it, like I have them all displayed here because I'm sort of just crazy and I like to see everything.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I like to make a pretty backdrop. But the truth of the matter is that I have separate systems where I organize them. So I have an accessory set that's silver. I have an accessory set that's gold. and I have an accessory set that's like your designer mix, right?
Okay.
I am not that person that gets a lot of like jewelry gifts to me, because most people that know me that would buy me jewelry know that I like makeshift jewelry that like
Right.
makes noise and is like
Yeah,
bold and
yeah.
things like that. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to achieve those kinds of
Right.
looks. So the reason I separate it like that is because I want to streamline when I'm actually accessorizing. So
Mhm.
after I get my outfit on and I kind of realize, oh, I'm wearing black, so I naturally gravitate towards silver when I'm wearing black.
Right.
Now, in the last couple of years, designers have been mixing like natural,
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
So then I will go brown, or I'll go gold with it also. But just general rule of thumb, if I'm wearing black, I usually go with silver.
Right.
If I'm wearing brown, I usually go with gold.
Right.
Then I have this like designer mix that's like, oh, and I have a lot of that stuff upstairs because it's spring and summertime.
Right.
But the designer mix would be like floral clutches and like bright, earrings with like yarn and beads and natural
Yes,
stones
yes.
and things like that. That is probably what I wear more every day.
Mm-hmm.
But the gold and silver, I still have that separated. So the reason I do that is because once I figure out what I'm going to wear, then I just go to that section. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes like you'll see it on plates.
Oh, gotcha.
Sometimes you'll see it in different drawers.
Gotcha.
I have clients that have bins. Like you'll
Mhm.
see here, I've got a bin that's more of like my
Right.
black and grays, and then I've got like my brown and golds.
Gotcha.
So those are all my handbags that I'll put my scarves in there and things like that. But I have clients that will take it to the next level and even keep all their jewelry with that. So then they'll have all their necklaces, their earrings, their bracelets, all their silver stuff is together. So once you have your outfit on, you want to accessorize it with your silver, you just go to your box and you start popping stuff on
Okay.
until you either feel obnoxious,
Can I
make
show
noise.
this?
Yeah.
This is really pretty.
And these are kind of picked over because I have so many of my
Right.
accessories upstairs. But this would represent, I'm going to use those as examples in a second. This would represent like more of my silver accessory set.
Yeah.
So I've got rings on here, I've got watches, I've got bracelets.
I love this.
And then I usually, upstairs I have my hanging bags with the little clear spots in it. That's where I'll drop my earrings.
Okay.
So one side is all silver and the other
Right.
side is all gold. And then
I love this.
this
is so
other
So all mine's just literally
Flung.
grouped together, hanging on a little hanging organizer
Mhm.
on my closet door
Okay.
that my daughter now crawls to and pulls on and chews on.
So you are like,
So it's really just a mess, but it holds a lot, and that's where I keep it. So I need to find a new system because I feel like I would wear it more if I had it organized like this, and I was like, I know
Separated.
what I'm wearing, I can go to this.
yeah,
But now it's overwhelming. I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's a mess.
that's too much. I don't want to untangle.
I don't
That's
wanna
another
untangle.
thing for me
Yes.
too. I can't tangle. So like this is a good example of a way to display necklaces.
Yeah, that's a great.
But upstairs I use like a coat rack. Like
Yeah.
the little bar that's got the 3 hooks. I'll just put, so because I have half my closet down here, I will pick outfits and I take them up to my like actual
Oh, okay.
closet. And then so I only accessorize those outfits, so that's what's upstairs. So that's what's missing from down here.
Gotcha.
It's crazy. I want a house with like everything in one place.
Well,
But what I love about it is it does kind of streamline the process. So as you are, like say today, you were going to accessorize, I would say if you're wearing navy, let's go with gold. Then I would go to the gold and I would go earrings. If you've got long arms,
yeah.
which I happen to have long-ish arms, you can go with like a really chunky
Mhm.
bangle bracelet. If you've got short arms, you don't want this thickness down here, so don't wear that. You would
Right.
more so draw your attention to like say, a statement ring and make
That's
it big
perfect.
because you're trying to make it look as long as possible.
Right.
So a bracelet like this or a bracelet like that is great on a longer arm. Shorter arm, go with your rings. Not pretty.
Mhm.
So you have to play around with accessories, but they are truly what's going to add the polish, okay? So for a rectangular shape, nothing is more important than these skinny belts.
I'm on it tomorrow.
Nothing is more important. And
It's
I have
happening.
bought, I got these 2 little belts for like 99 cents a piece.
Oh yeah.
So you just have
There's
to kind
nothing to
of
it.
keep on the lookout. You can also go to like Joann's, and I told a story back week 1, I think. I don't know, this happens like
Yeah.
occupational
Do you put
hazard.
these together?
You could.
Okay.
You most definitely could.
Keep talking. I'm
But
listening.
I told a story about a woman that I saw when I was traveling, and she just had like a white rope. All she did, well, she might have bought it, but what you could do is just go to Joann's, cut some rope off, right? And you get 2 little end caps, cap
Right.
the ends so they don't fray, and you can just kind of drape it and, tie it. So these belts don't have to be these well thought out things. These all clasp, but like this one doesn't. This one came with a shirt, and I never wore it with the shirt that it came with. So do that. Just because you have a dress that came with a belt doesn't mean you have to wear that belt with that dress. Okay? So say you got a dress that was all black and it came with like a matching black like this.
Mhm.
I could very easily,
Swap that out.
Yeah. Very easily just take it off. Or I won't take it off because it's stuck. But I could very easily complete this outfit with this too. Okay? So don't be afraid to play around with the pieces that you have. This cost me nothing. I mean,
Right.
literally, I bought it on a shirt from Walmart.
Right.
I hated the shirt.
Right.
Ended up keeping the belt probably 10 years longer than I kept the shirt.
Right.
So, be open to kind of playing around with it, but drawing some attention to that waistline is going to be really important. So, skinny belts are your best friend as
Okay.
far as accessories go. Because you are boxy and you don't have a lot of curve otherwise, using curvy accessories is huge for you. So purses that slouch are kind of a great
Okay.
call.
Yes.
Okay? Again, a great handbag really conceals a side view,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're belted and you're not trying to like draw attention to your
Right.
midsection. So
Right.
big bags can do lots of wonderful things.
That's cute.
Kind of going back to that accessory set concept, I have a big bag, a little bag, a clutch,
Yeah.
a scarf, sunglasses, a hat, bracelet, necklace, rings, earrings, short necklace, long necklace, for both my silver accessory set, my gold
Wow.
accessory set, and then my designer mix. So I never have, I don't ever have like, too much.
Right. Right.
And if you're somebody that's, you're not going to wear a ton of it, just don't keep buying it. Once you've fulfilled everything on the list for that said color scheme, stop. Right? And then
Yeah.
until you find something that you just absolutely love, don't buy anymore.
Mhm.
Like, I saw this bracelet at a craft show, and I was, like, in love. And she's like, well, we were just selling the beads. And I'm like, nope, I want them all. I'm going to wear them together. So a crafter
Yeah.
was supposed to buy this and take it apart
Right.
and use the beads individually, and I've always just worn it as one, and
So
I
pretty.
love it.
Yeah.
So, little things like that. Like, I'm a farmer's
Looks
market
so
girl.
good with that purse.
Yes. I wish
Yeah.
I had like a toned arm to go with it. That'd be so good. So yeah, just play around with that because you'll be surprised at what kind of depth you can give your outfit when
Uh-huh.
you're completing it off with really great accessories. So,
Okay.
I know I've been kind of rambling, but I do want to talk about one thing. So, we talked about short arms, rings, long arms, bracelets. We talked about long torso, going with like mid-rise jeans. I was just talking about lengths because when you're working with rectangle, usually you have very long limbs.
Mhm.
Okay, so long arms, long torso, long legs.
Yes.
So really playing with those proportions and wide shoulders. So sizing up in jackets, and do not hesitate. Absolutely do not hesitate to tailor your jackets to
Mhm.
make that work for you.
Right.
Nothing looks worse than a blazer that's too tight.
That won't. Yeah.
A blazer that's shoulder pads are hitting you here
Right.
instead of here.
Right.
Okay, so nothing looks worse than that.
Right.
So I'd rather you size up than wear one that's too small.
Right.
Okay, so anything accessory wise that draws the eye to your favorite place. So like I was saying for you, your eyes, your hair, your smile, big earrings, try them.
Okay.
If you're gonna try one
I love
accessory,
big earrings.
do that.
I do love them. I just need more of them, and I need to organize them, and I need to start pairing them with outfits. So
Yeah.
that, because like I said, I've got like 3 pair. They're my go-tos.
Yeah.
But if I'm not wearing that perfect color of periwinkle,
Yeah.
I can't wear it. If I'm not wearing that perfect color of
Dang it.
fuchsia, I can't wear it.
I can't do it,
because they're
yes.
like a color.
Absolutely.
But I do love them.
Okay.
So what's your take on the new leather teardrop?
I love them.
Okay.
I do. Now I think that when I see somebody like 10 times a week and they've got a different one for every day,
Right.
that's a little odd to me.
Right.
But whatever
I
floats
hear
your
you.
boat,
Yes.
go for it, girl.
Yeah.
I love the look of them though.
I do too.
I go for the mid style,
Not the like.
not the
whoa.
huge
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Only because I feel like they really need room to move and breathe, and that
Right.
big one on me anyway hits my
Right.
shoulder, and so you don't get the full
Right.
effect of the earring.
Right.
So I'm big on that. I love a long dangly. I mean, like,
I do
seriously.
too. I do. I love them.
I love them, but I tend to go with, like, chains and things
Yeah,
that
yeah.
if I sit, it, like,
Yeah.
sits with me.
Yeah.
Not like a big,
One that's gonna
One.
like tilt to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
like I had a feather once and I loved it, but everybody was like, "Well, you're this feather." She was like,
It's part of my hair.
right here.
It's part of my hair.
It's part of my hair. I really wanted it to be. I was like 35 too, so
I
maybe
love
that was it.
Okay, that was like last year. Shut up.
Ever. I wish.
Oh.
Okay, so we talked about all of that. Okay, so to kind of recap, which I've had the best time.
I have
You were
too. You were so
funny.
good at
Oh,
this.
thank you.
My gosh.
Ugh, shucks.
What you can learn from you in just a matter of minutes. Like,
Oh.
it's crazy. And it
Thank
just
you.
flows off your tongue like it's nothing.
That is why I keep the notes, because I
Well,
would sit here and talk
no,
their
but
face
you know
off.
it. You know this. This is
Yes.
not like, yeah.
Yes, it comes natural, but it's because I've worked with so many women in so many closets. I've heard so many stories about struggles and pains and things that they're suffering from, and it's like all of it's figure outable, all of it's fixable.
Right.
It's just, it takes tweaking, and everybody's body is different. And I said this in week 1, that if I lined up 7 people that all weighed 150 pounds, 170 pounds, you would see still every
Different
single
body
person has
types.
a different body type.
Right.
They carry that weight differently. So
Right.
it's hard to even put you in a box of the 4 body shapes. That's why I say every body is different. Every body is different.
Right.
And you might be a hybrid of 2 different ones.
Right.
And so don't be afraid to embrace that, because it's okay.
Right.
You know, like on my slimmest of all days, I'm definitely an hourglass. Some days I feel like a pear. But that's okay, because
Right.
it is what it is.
It
And so
is.
you're dressing the body that you have. So I'm here to help women really kind of identify where they're at, use what you already have, help you purge out what doesn't suit you anymore, and really pair instant outfits that like suit your life.
Right.
I love the fact that you are a working mom that still tries all the time. I never see you just like, what's up?
No.
You know? And I'm that person sometimes, like I said last week.
You know-
I, for one, love the lady at the grocery store.
You
in
don't
yoga
see me
pants.
first thing on Saturday morning then, because I'm not trying real hard till about noon.
Well, that's true. But when you are out there
Yeah.
giving it your all, you're giving it your all. And so that's all I could ever really ask for is
Yeah.
that's when I can help someone.
Yeah.
Someone that's not ready to really try isn't ready for the
Right.
advice that I would have to give. So
That's true.
thank you so much for being here. Do we have any more questions before we go?
This was so fun.
Yay.
Thank you,
Miss
guys.
Natalie. I hope
Thank
this was
you.
really helpful for you guys. We will definitely share this playback on the page. Feel free to share it with all of your friends. This is only my 3rd Facebook Live, so thank you so much for being here and suffering through this with me and having my daughter show me how to use this technology, because it is very new to me. My natural personality is definitely to teach and to share. I love people, but to do this on camera live is like
Yeah.
kind of scary,
Yeah.
because this mouth can say and do
No,
many things.
it's yeah.
But I appreciate you for being on. I hope that you found some of the information as pearls and you take it with you and you've learned a lot. So if you have any questions, hit them in the comments. Follow if you want to see us next week. We will be back here next Thursday, 7 o'clock, to cover the apple shape.
All right.
Not that we're made of fruit, but you get it. So thank you so much.
Thanks,
Have a good day,
guys.
guys. Bye.
Bye.